Hey, this thing there. Okay, so the vote on whether or not to do a part two for the Ohio Bigfoot, which we all know is a fake, but the vote was, do we want to see if we can prove that it's a fake? And I said in part one it would be hard to do, but by a landslide, everybody chose to do a part two. Some, about 4%, chose the I like potatoes option, which, I agree with that too. But here's where we're at. Here's what I found. The second I saw this thing walking, I said, those are human body dimensions, and that is a human gait. That is a human walk. But how do you prove such a thing? Okay, so first I'll tackle the body ratio problem here. We've got Patty from the Patterson film, and then we've got some dude, and then on the far right we've got the Ohio Bigfoot. And looking at him here, all cut out on white, he looks like some dude wearing a dark jacket, black hoodie, dark jeans. End of story. But that's only an opinion. That is not proof. So I need to show you the body ratio differences. And the simplest way I could think to do that is I chopped them all up the very same into little puppets here, little animated puppets. And we see when Patty bends over, check that out. Her arms are as long as her legs. And we've got tons of reports that say these guys look as comfortable on all fours as they do upright. And looking at this, we can see why that would be. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to run on all fours, but let's look at the dude here. Let's have him bend over. There we go. And we can see the human body ratio, how short his arms are, or how short our arms are compared to our legs. And I would have to bend this guy all the way down like this, just so it could touch the ground. Now, here's the $64,000 question. Which body ratio is door number 3 going to be? If I start bending him, there we are. You can already see, looking right here, that the Ohio Bigfoot, or Grassman, his arms are way shorter than his legs. And we would have to bend him all the way down like that, looking like the guy in the middle, fitting perfectly with human ratios. Now, does that prove it's a human? We'll just have to keep going. Okay, here I've dropped in some little line animations so we can see it a little clearer. Look at the green line first. Look at Ohio on the left. We never see that angle for the trailing shin get any steeper than that right there. Whereas now look at Patty's in the green. 90 degrees. Completely different body mechanics. Now look at the front leg. Ohio on the left. Its front leg completely straightens out when extended like a human walk. Whereas Patty's front leg never, on either side, never completely straightens out. Always has that bend. Entirely different body mechanics. And even, let's get up a little further, right there. Look at how they carry their torsos. Ohio on the left, straight up like a human. Patty has that lean. They run in that same angle, always leaning forward. Completely different body mechanics. And while most people will never in their lives even glimpse a Bigfoot, these guys on their first time out got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back here, 10 right here, 11, 12, yeah, right there, peeking up behind those trees right there. 13 shots. 13 shots in one day from the ground and in the air. Does it prove this Bigfoot is a fake? Well, no, but it does prove that he should have been playing lottery that day. Okay, so the next question, is that guy back there a giant or not? And strangely, after 13 shots of this guy, they never got a good full body shot of him right next to a tree. This is the best one I could find. So I'm going to use this tree right there. And I'm gonna guess and say that tree's diameter is about 6 inches, somewhere around in there. So I took 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of that tree's diameters, plotted it there, and we can see he's coming in under that. So 10, yeah, let's do the math. 10 times 6, that's 60. Divided by 12 inches, that's 5 foot. And now we'll say this guy is, he could be 5, he could be 10 foot further out from that tree. So that means he's probably average height for average American male, 5'8" to 6 foot tall, somewhere in there. So by no means a giant. And on this shot, how is this shape right here is there? There. How is that not a hoodie? If it's not a hoodie, it's a Bigfoot with a, I don't know, a mink or weasel or something on its neck. And this, there is a hard line right there. See that? And this is a circle. And if you look a little further, it's got another bright circle on the beginning or on the front side. And if you look back in their clip, they were there at some caves, which makes me think this is a spelunking helmet with lanterns on the front and back. Okay, so let's see, where are we? We said he walks like a human. He's got body ratios that match a human. He's, about 6 foot tall, or at least around average human height. He appears to be wearing a hoodie with a spelunking hat with 2 lights on it. And let's see, what else? They got 13 different shots of a Bigfoot on their first tryout, which would defy anyone's odds. See this light-colored rectangular shape right there, and here, and it keeps going up with him. Come back down. That might not be a price tag, but it's a tag of some kind on Ohio Bigfoot's butt. And this edge is a hard edge. It kind of curves down. Like a jean jacket might. But hey, who's to say Ohio Bigfeet don't have jean jackets and spelunker helmets with tags on their butt? So here I'm playing with the levels a little bit, the exposure levels, and you can see that hard line I was talking about for the jacket line, and looking right there, you can see that label plain as day. So there you go, guys. You're the jury on this one. Was I able to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Ohio Bigfoot is in fact a fake? And here's another question, and I'm going to put it to a vote for members and patrons. There is about 800 of you now, which means that while, say, 500,000 people have seen this video and are going crazy about it, 800 of you now know for sure, I'll say 100% sure that it is a fake. So I feel a need to let the rest of the world know. So I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to put some polls up, or a poll up, at each location, each site, Patreon and YouTube, and I'm going to let you guys decide. Now that you've all had a look at this, and I'll keep it private for just a while, do you think I should release this after, say, about a week so that the general public can watch this and see for themselves? All right, guys, that is all I've got. Thank you so much for watching.